Thank you. Appreciate it, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Turn it off, please.
Uh,
There's no photographing outside the building.
oh, there it does. I didn't see that. Alright, we're down here at the Maryland State Police. This is the executive building. I was just in there talking with an officer, trying to find out exactly where Internal Affairs is and the Public Information Office. Might as well start over this way. Do some parking lot walking. It's cold, windy. Slightly raining. HQ 70, Maryland Transit Authority Police. Maryland Transit Authority, Division of Corrections, man. State Fire Marshal. This is another Department of Corrections van. Maryland State Trooper 866. And of course you can see the couple undercover cars there. This is D building. Ah, that's what I have to look for, the building. There's another Transit Authority car. They're smart, they take their computers out of them. D building, what does D building have in it? It's got locks on the door. Holy cow. Padlocked. You're not getting in there. Looks like some kind of storage junk. In-service classroom training tank. Whoa. There goes the Baltimore County Police. Well, I just seen people go in here. How the hell are they going in here? That door is padlocked as well. It's supposed to be the gymnasium. Yeah, they got a lot of buildings throughout here. I'm just waiting for 8 o'clock for the places to open up so we can start doing business. We'll see what this one over here is. C building. State Fire Marshal parking, Director parking. Handicap elevator, Maryland State Police Recruitment and Selection Unit. Alright. Well, I'm not being recruited. This is C. This is more trooper recruiting, Human Resources Division, Office of the State Marshal. And it's starting to rain pretty good. That figures. What do we got down at this end building? Might as well check it out. Of course it's gonna rain on me. Friggin' fracking. Some big old safe looking door there. Yeah, that's what it used to be, a big old safe. Whoa. Alright, I think we're gonna go get back in the car. It's starting to rain pretty good. Kinda sucks. Puts a damper on the day. Entrance C3. Clinical test for alcohol unit. Finance division. Alright, I'm gonna get back in the car. Frickin' raining. Frickin' overhead crap. Of course, I get out and start recording, it's gonna start raining. Frickin' friggin'. Always friggin' fragging. Fragging. Do. I thought the Internal Affairs Division was up in Towson, but it says it's here in Reisterstown Road. Should have asked Sean Paul Reyes. I believe he was in the Internal Affairs Division down here for the state police. Pretty sure I seen a video of his with him in there. Do. Gonna do their mechanics. Do. Crime scene car. Do. Bunch of undercover cars. Frickin' rain. Cold rain. Do. Alright. This executive office, Maryland State Police here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this was kind of the scope of what they sent me. That didn't have anything that I needed. Yeah, I ain't never got it through an email before like that. They always just sent everything in the mail, and nothing that I needed was here at all. Come on, get back in there. What are you stuck on?
I would like to express my appreciation for the positive experience I had during my recent visit to the Maryland State Police Headquarters. It was a pleasure to observe the professionalism and receptiveness of your team, particularly regarding the presence of cameras. In previous visits, I encountered some challenges with camera access. However, this time, I was pleased to see a noticeable difference. The officers and staff were not only welcoming but also cooperative and respectful of the need for transparency and documentation. Your team's courteous attitude and willingness to accommodate camera presence significantly enhanced my visit. This level of openness is commendable and fosters a stronger sense of trust and collaboration between the community and the Maryland State Police. Thank you once again for your efforts and for ensuring a smooth and respectful experience. I look forward to future interactions and continued positive relations.
Let's see. Enters to this building are under electronic surveillance. Visitors required to report to duty officer. No unauthorized packages or letters beyond this point. All packages and letters are subject to search. Nothing about video recording that I see. Look on the wall here just to make sure. To report to duty officer. Why am I beeping? What's beeping? Sound like my GoPro again, when my GoPro shouldn't be big. Thank you. Appreciate it, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Turn it off, please. There's no photographing outside the building.
Oh, there it does. I didn't see that. Very sorry. I wouldn't have brought it in the building. That's what I was looking for to see. If I can get back out. Can I get back out?
Yeah, push the button on the top first.
Thank you. Alright, it says no photographing on the outside of the building somewhere, she says. So we're gonna find that out. I didn't see that anywhere.
I'll speak to you out here.
Okay, well I was just trying to find the sign that you said was out here.
Oh, maybe there isn't, but I'll speak to you out here.
Okay,
Because this is the executive building. This is where all the lieutenant colonels and all the colonels are.
oh, okay.
This is where all the
well,
hierarchy work, so we're going to talk outside.
well, maybe that's where I need to be.
Okay, so what do you need?
I'm trying to find this right here.
Fair practices? Okay.
They're the ones that I was told handles the complaint forms and
Yes, sir.
things of that nature. I was trying to find out why the state police barracks doesn't have their official complaint forms in their barracks, and why citizens have to feel intimidated when they go in to try and make a complaint.
Okay. Well, we have several different ways you can file a complaint for a trooper. You go into the barracks. We can't turn anyone away. You can do it in person, on the telephone, or in writing. We'd be able to do it on writing by this form, by filling out this form. This actually goes straight to fair practices. That's where this goes. And then they go
Okay.
to the internal affairs unit, and the internal affairs unit looks at the narrative that you place on it, and then either keeps it within them or sends it to the barrack level. As far as if you do it online, we have an online form where you fill out all
Oh,
your information.
you have an online form.
Yeah, just go to the Maryland State website. On the left-hand side, on the very bottom, it says compliments for a trooper and complaints for a trooper. You click on that, and that automatically goes to fair practice in the internal affairs unit, and that you're able to file a complaint by that.
All right, could you give me that website address? Because
Yeah.
at one of the barracks that I stopped at, I was forcibly told that I could not file a complaint myself online that the officer had to go in and do it himself?
No, that is not. That's not the proper answer. Okay. So basically, what you're going to do.
Well, that's exactly what I'm here trying to find out answers for people.
All right. So on that, because I can take it, but if you want to go ahead and do it online and make sure that everything, because I don't want it third party.
Just to let you know, I don't have a complaint.
Okay.
I actually don't live in Maryland. I know somebody that was trying to make a complaint.
Okay. All right.
And they got shut down all the way down the door.
You can do it online. Anyone can do it. It's just a matter of 1 week. Now we're good.
They got very intimidated and backed off of filing their complaint because there was no process for them to file that.
So I don't know what the exact like IP address is, but if you Google Maryland State Police, it'll actually come up. It says Maryland State Police. Go click on that. So on the left-hand side, like where everything is, where it says organizations, Office Superintendent Organization, Support Services Bureau, what's on the left-hand side. But on the very bottom, on the second set of highlighted stuff, on the very bottom, it should say compliments of a trooper and complaints of a trooper. You click on that. What happens is, and there's even a web address, an email address that's attached to that you can actually send it to. It asks for name, your address, your phone number, your email address, and then there's a thing on the bottom of that allows you to make a complaint.
Okay.
Okay, and you can put as much in there as she wants, and she don't have to do it in person. It doesn't go to a barrack where someone can read it and say, hey, it's okay. There will be contact made back with her. Okay, so on the left-hand side of the page, if I had my phone out here and pulled up for you, I'm not gonna bring my phone out. Left side of the page, the very bottom. I thought there was a sign out here that says.
Yeah, I always double check before I enter a building.
It just the security level here. Obviously, you have to be buzzed in. You have to speak to me. You can't just go up the elevator. Just because, like I said, this houses the superintendent. So
that would be a good idea for them to display a sign at least close to the entrance somewhere.
Yeah.
So somebody is aware.
I mean, you can take me out here all you want.
Anymore,
Very bottom. There should be a highlight that says complaints against trooper. That doesn't go to a barrack. It goes straight to fair practices. It goes fair practice in the internal affairs unit.
Okay.
And she doesn't even have to come in, talk to anyone, and feel intimidated about anything. She can put as much in there, as little as she wants, and then she can read over it.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that information. Now,
or she can fill out that form, but there's not a whole lot of space on the bottom.
Who would I contact to maybe change that policy to?
You can add that in there.
To maybe have complaint forms for people to go into the lobbies to pick up.
There is, so basically on every traffic form, that's called a Form 225.
Yeah,
every traffic stop, you receive one of those. And that gives you the opportunity to a complaint or a compliment. And you send it back to fair practices. The other thing is when you come into the barrack, there is a form you can't fill out that you can write down what occurred. Then you can explain it. Basically what happens is, I've taken complaints at the barrack level where they've filled out their narrative, because sometimes it gets lost in translation. Would you tell me, just like with anything, would you tell me, I may not portray it as well as you would if you had written it down.
Right.
So we have people write it down. And then from there, we enter it into the system. Once we enter into the system, it goes to the internal affairs unit. So she shouldn't have been felt intimidated. If she want to file a complaint, she can do that. It's just a matter of when she files that, we'll look at it and see what that falls into what our matrix is, as far as what level of the complaint is, whether it's truly what we feel is a complaint or just maybe a misunderstanding with that. And then, but we still handle it and we still contact that person. You should hear from us, whatever the outcome is of it. You should hear from us.
Okay.
Okay. When you file a complaint against a trooper through a letter coming into the barrack, online, you should get a response from someone within the agency.
All right.
It might be barrack level, it might be IAU level, it might be fair practice level. It may take a little bit, it may not be immediate, but someone will contact you and do an official complaint against the state police.
Okay. And like, maybe getting the website put on one of your pamphlets or something, or...
That's something, That's
or
something.
posted in the lobbies if they're not going to have complaint forms in the lobbies for
Right.
people?
Well, people have to come up and actually speak to the officer, the duty officer who's actually at the window, and then they'll take the information as far as person. Then they'll have you allow you to fill the complaint form. It's I unfortunately on some of the services it's that duty officer who is required to do that.
And yeah, but see, at that point, you have a person that comes in, and out of fear and retaliation from the police, they're afraid to file that complaint or you know, actually verbalize that complaint to the officer.
Right. I can't.
And that's what I'm here trying to make change, to make it easier for people to be able to make them complaints.
Yeah, as far as that goes, I mean, she's from Pennsylvania, so that we're right now, the website is for convenience for people to file a complaint, and it should be on that form. I'll have to grab one of the 225s out and look at it. See if it's actually on. Is it on there?
You can look at this one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just, would you have any idea who I might contact to try and make some of them changes?
The same person that you would contact for the fair practices.
Okay.
With that will start the ball rolling.
All right.
They're not on the barrack level. They're not part of what's called the Field Operations Bureau. They're part of the support services.
Okay.
Those are the people that regulate fair practices, internal affairs unit, regulate us.
All right.
And they're basically our watchdogs on this level.
Okay.
On the Field Operations Bureau. They don't have contact with the public. Most people have contact with the public through a traffic stop or an officer is coming to the house because they've called in for a call for service. So the fair practice and the internal affairs unit are the ones that regulate that.
Okay.
And regulate
Internal
the contact.
affairs.
Yeah. They're the ones that investigate it and they decide whether it's the internal affairs, how egregious the complaint is. If it's just something that can be handled at the barrack level, we send to the commander at that barrack.
Okay.
Okay. But now I don't see it on there. This 800 number comes straight to us.
All right.
This outside of Maryland will come straight to us. I don't see it on there. It should be added on there. I will. I don't think it's anywhere on there that you can do it, but you can do it online.
Okay.
The only place they have it really is here on the bottom. This is the actual Maryland State Police website.
All right.
This here is geared towards recruiting, but that's going to be the website. The same website that said Maryland State Police website.
Okay.
That's the same website, mdsp.maryland.gov website that you're going to go to file the complaint. It's the same screen, same homepage.
Okay.
But it's on the bottom left. But this is the website here that she can go to, even though this is part of the recruiting page. This is the website.
All right.
She goes to that website, looks on the left-hand column. It has the organization on the bottom. It has how to obtain reports. Things along those lines. On the very bottom, there's compliments and complaints. When you click on the complaint, it's everything is red asterisk she has to fill in, and along with the little thing about what occurred.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Now let me see what else. Now, you say sorry.
It's okay.
Now this place here would be the place that I would be contacting, correct?
To change that, to make sure that people know that they don't have to come, they don't have to make a phone call. They can do it online. They can send that in. Because a lot of people, this thing...
Now, does this 1-800 number go to them or to
it comes
you?
Here.
It comes here.
It comes right here.
Okay.
Oh, you might get texts because there's a glitch in the phone system, but it's supposed to come here.
Yeah,
It's a glitch in the
I know what
switch
you mean there. Okay.
Sometimes it comes. We get texts calls. I don't know if they get ours, but that comes here to headquarters.
All right. Yeah, I probably should have called and made an appointment before I came down. But I was But I was coming down this way anyway. I have to go to.
I hope I answered your question.
I believe it's Garrettsville to Garrettsville, something like that. It's close around here, I believe.
Howard County.
It's for the internal division for the jails and the prisons and stuff like that. I was doing some stuff there.
Well, tell her just fill it out.
Okay.
And click submit, and someone at some point, it's not going to be immediate, but they'll contact me.
All right, your name is?
Corporal Schaefer.
Corporal Schaefer. Okay, and your badge number?
5179.
Thank you. I appreciate your courtesy. And your badge number?
3704.
3704, Taylor. Thank you. Y'all have a nice day.
Thank you.